Going on, Anvil Coleman Miners, welcome back. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, y'all had a good couple of days here. I'm gonna give this one more shot. I think we just ran into some real bad luck on Tuesday, so we're gonna try give this another shot. See if we can do a little bit better. I did make one change to the sideboard. I swapped out the fatal pushes for some disenchants. So when we run into something where like mono red prison or painter or something where they're gonna bring in graveyard hate, but we really don't want to try to play the initiative game plan with them because they have way too many fucking creatures. We have some sort of hate for what they're trying to do, so we're gonna see if that works. Take it through a couple of leagues if we have time, just see if this deck can redeem itself before we put it on a shelf for a little bit, and swap onto some other things. Maybe go back to our good old Saga Storm, but we'll see. See what everyone else is doing, see what the Magic news is. I actually finally got to like look through even more of the spoilers from the Lord of the Rings set, and holy shit, the set looks great. It doesn't look super powerful, which I love because it means it's not gonna fucking break Modern. It's not gonna break Legacy from what I can see. There's a few powerful cards here and there, but a lot of it looks like it's gonna be commander shit, or it's gonna be for like niche tier 3 decks in those formats. But I actually am super excited for the set in general. I'm gonna get the Hobbit precon, the fucking food sacrifice precon. It just looks hilarious. Like it looks like it'll be so much fun to play. So we're gonna give it a shot. Up against Alan M9898. I know we played against this person before. This is a turn one with backup, right? Because land, Chromox, Entomb, Reanimate, and we can Grief? Yeah, we're gonna keep this. We finally got the fucking nut draw, so we're doing it. Opponent kept 7 as well. This sucks a little bit. If they have... Well, it looks like they're F6'd, so... Okay, they're on Storm. So, in the event that we whiff... Well, actually, shit. If we just get a Sire of Insanity, there's almost no way they get back in this game. Because their whole hand is about to go away. And the whole thing with Storm is they kind of need a critical mass of things to do. So what we take here isn't going to matter. But let's take the blue card just to be safe. Agadeem's Awakening. Make sure I don't fuck any of this up. We paid the price for not getting Sires of Insanity before. And like I said, against Storm, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to do anything here. Unless they, like... Okay, they scooped it up anyways. I was going to say, if they, like, runner, land... Actually, no, it's only 6 mana. Like, land, LED wouldn't do anything either. Okay. So, I think this is a decent matchup to bring everything in for. So, we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of our Gristlebrands. Unmarked Grave can go away. Animate Deads. I think we're going to get rid of Archons just because... We're not gonna... I think Sire of Insanity is gonna be our only, like, big reanimation target that we want to worry about. We definitely want all of our exhuming... Or all of our fucking discard. We don't want to get rid of any of this. Maybe the disenchants are going a little too deep. I'm figuring this is to be able to get rid of, like, a Witchclaw Talisman. If they happen to hit one. So maybe that's... They can also make, like, their LEDs awkward and shit, so I think I'm gonna keep them in. I mean, probably just get rid of the Exhumes. And one more cut. Let's do 2 disenchants. Let's try something like that. Maybe I should keep the Exhumes in too, but I feel like this Reanimator plan is going to be more the backup this game. Like, we're going to want to discard them. I mean, this is a turn 1 Season Dungeoneer if we're not just dead. So I think we're going to keep this. So I don't hate this at all. If I just happen... Okay, so we picked the right thing. Hopefully that just means they like mulligan to nothing to be able to find that. Okay, cool. So it looks like they're going to be playing a slower game, which is exactly what we want here. Some discard would be nice too. Polluted Delta. So we're just going to run shit out so that we can theoretically play around a daze. So it looks like... So the hope is they just don't have shit. And we're going to try to ride this Seasoned Dungeoneer to a win. Because they've only got 3 cards. Granted, 3 cards out of Storm can do a lot. But we're hoping that we can, like, plow through this and fuck up an ad nauseum. Like, Storm can do a lot of damage real quick with very few cards, as long as they're hitting their mana. So, like, what, this could be dark... is it going to be Dark into ad nauseum? Yes, no? Oh! Helm of Obedience. Ooh. Okay. Where's one of those disenchants off the fucking top? We don't want either of these. Come on, disenchant off the top, baby. Thoughtseize, and then they just helm us. Yeah, we're dead. God damn it. We had the hate for the graveyard, but they had the Helm of Obedience. Okay, so we are bringing in the other disenchant. Let's trim 1 reanimate. Oh man, we had the hate for the fucking ley line. They just happen to have a fucking helm. Ugh, that sucked. Okay. We have double disenchant, turn 2 grief. I think we can keep this. It's a little slow, but this should be able to hold them off of doing too much to us, unless they just have, like, the turn 1 fuck you. Okay, there's the ley line. We're gonna do this so that we can hold up disenchant. So that if they try to go for anything too crazy, we can just disenchant the ley line. Okay. Alright. Then the deck. Another Delta, alright. Because like the problem is we really need to hold up these disenchants. So like I could have done Ancient Tomb, be able to play Grief to do something to their hand here, but I think we need to hold up the disenchants. Alright, opponent's gonna brainstorm. Okay, you got one of our disenchants. Either that or they're gonna take the Grief. They might just take the Grief. Yep, they took the Grief, which is fine, I guess. So there's a part of me that wants to go ahead and just pop one of these off now. But I don't think it's worth it yet. We are going to wait until next turn so that we can do both. Just hope that they don't have another discard spell. Because we have to keep these disenchants up. So it sucks a little bit, but next turn we're going to hopefully drop a Passageway Seer. Alright, so it looks like they're getting mana screwed, which is good for us. Reanimate isn't terrible. And this further thins our deck, so we should be getting better about finding action. This also makes their Storm Kill harder. Alright, cool. Now we're getting back to being able to hold both of these up. We just want to kill him dead as quickly as possible, so we are going to forge up our dude. Into another Reanimate that does literal nothing. So this should... No, I'm one short of lethal next turn. But it makes it so that they can't fetch. Unless they're going to go off. Oh, okay. I guess they're going to try it. Are they going to try to storm off from here? The ball ritual. I'm debating when we should fucking fire this off. Like, we have two of them and they know about it. Or are they just going to do like a mini tendrils to try to gain some life and buy themselves a few turns? Okay. Well, depending on what they do here, we might blow up the Lion's Eye Diamond. What are the chances that they have blue card Force of Will in hand? Well, we're gonna do this. Because if we blow this up, they don't have enough mana to do anything else. Chucking multiple ley lines. Okay. So they could do a mini tendrils to try to stay alive for a bit. Okay. What's their one card? I feel like the correct answer here is they want to do a tendrils to try to get out of here, to get out of this. To at least buy themselves some time. Because they don't have enough mana to, like, Burning Wish and get tendrils or empty the Warrens. And even if they get Past in Flames, there's nothing they can do with their graveyard here. So I do think going after that LED was the correct move there. And like I said, if they decide to go for a Helm, we just blow up the ley line. Like, it sucks because it leaves the Helm on board, but they're just dead next turn anyway, so... They're trying to see if they have any way to get out of this, I think. Unless there's some spice that I'm not aware of, I think we got this one. Onan is fucking tanking hard. Are you trying to find some line that you think gets yourself out of this? Based off of what I know of Storm, I don't think there is a single line that gets them out of this. Like I said, they could do like a mini tendrils, just try to stay alive a little bit longer. But I mean, it would buy them 12 life, but then they're empty-handed, and I have a Wishclaw Talisman. I'm also at the point where if I just find my one of Sire of Insanity, I can just play it. Granted, they have enough mana now that that really doesn't do much, but like I don't know. Tell me, chat. Is there some line that I'm missing that they have that can get them out of this? Because like I said, the only thing I can think of is go grab a tendrils for 6, so 12. They'll go up to 23 temporarily. I'll go down to 9 temporarily. And then it just buys them time to hope that they can find some way out of this. But I've still got the disenchant. Okay, they just scooped it up. They realized there was nothing to do. Okay, we got it. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, totally just realized that apparently the record tracker is not fucking working today. That's disappointing. Okay, well, so far so good. So far, so good. That's a little disappointing our record bot isn't fucking tracking right now. I guess we'll just have to manually keep track of that. Also, hopefully y'all liked my shitty photo editing skills for the thumbnail for the stream from Tuesday. Let me know what you think. If you guys got recommendations and shit, like that's actually part of the reason why I'm playing this deck today is I fucked around and already made a thumbnail for it. So I'm like, fuck it, well, we'll do the same thing. I will say, the Disenchant sideboard tech coming in clutch right there. Drinking some local good shit today. We're drinking some Fluffaluffagus Imperial Marshmallow Stout. Because I feel like drinking my dessert today. Again, anyone watching live, let me know if the music is a better level today than it was yesterday. And I guess while we're waiting, we'll do all the shout out stuff here. If you like what you see, hit that follow button. Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure. Other random days when I have time. If you really like what you see, hit the sub button. We are doing a giveaway when we hit 10 subs. Catch this stream and all the old ones over on the YouTube for the replays. Go ahead and drop a sub over there. It's free. Drop a like on any of the videos you see that you like what we're doing. And then more direct to YouTube content is coming down the pipeline. So make sure you hit the sub button there to know when I'm dropping stuff directly to YouTube. Alright, won the die roll. If we had a way to get something into the graveyard, this would be fantastic. Like, there's kind of a part of me that wants to keep this just because of collective brutality. But we have to rely on... Well, okay, so what? We either hit one of our creatures that we can dump into the yard... You know what? I think we're going to keep this. Hope our opponent isn't on some super fast combo deck, because any of our creatures to Collective Brutality works, or any Entomb effect works. So we've got 2 Unmarked Graves, 4 Entombs, and 6 creatures. So, I mean, we've got like 10, 11 hits. And we can thin our deck to increase the chances. Like I said, we pay the price if our opponent's on a combo deck, which it doesn't look like they are. How much I want to bet this is a stifle? No, no stifle, okay. That is an Entomb effect. So what? I can Dark Ritual, Collective Brutality, Entomb, Reanimate? I feel like that's the play. Hope this doesn't get countered. I feel like they're getting awful aggressive if they're countering the Dark Ritual. Target opponent reveals their hand. Please only have one counterspell opponent. Or have none. I'm okay with none as well. Okay, so they could have another one, but they have to hit it off of a brainstorm. Alright. Alright, there goes their brainstorm. I mean, we're basically just hoping that they don't hit a counter off of this brainstorm. Do they hit the counter? Alright, so if we Sire of Insanity, they're in top deck mode. Whatever they put back on top, they get. But they do have the ability to potentially fuck us over. Because we've seen before, if they just do like runner land into removal spell, we're kind of fucked. So is it correct to Gristlebrand? You know what? We're going Sire. We came here to Sire. We're going to fucking Sire. Alright. Say goodbye to your hand, opponent. Alright, they drew a dress down. And let's throw an Archon into the grave. And then if we top deck a reanimation spell, we're live. Alright, what did they chuck that time? They chucked a Terminus. So they put Terminus 2 down, banking on that. So like I said, they still need runner, land into removal spell. Okay, not the removal spell. Oh, I guess I could have a bounce spell. And they scooped it up. Okay. So the problem is like there's no good way to do this. They don't have a ton of creatures, but they have enough where the initiative game plan maybe isn't the right way to go. Ugh. Do I just do the same thing over again and just board the whole fucking deck in, the whole sideboard in? Because like, so these 4-color control piles, they do have shit like, excuse me. So 4-color control bullshit. They very well could have stuff like Deafening Silence. Try to see if I can find a generic list for this, just to kind of get a feel. Does not look like there's just a generic list, so it's probably the like Blue Zenith deck is the closest we're gonna get here. So what? We're assuming they're gonna bring in surgical extractions and all of their counter magic. Probably a good bet that's what they're gonna do. I mean, we're at least bringing in the initiative stuff. I think we do. They have creatures, so I don't think Exhume is particularly good here. We can take all those out. Maybe do that. Trim all the animate deads. Or maybe we leave the animate deads and trim some number of entombs. If we just happen to, like, cheese them out to be able to entomb a Sire of Insanity, that's great, but let's not have too much shit that is actively going into our graveyard. What creatures do they have that we would want? What, they've got Uro? Yeah, let's get rid of that, and we'll bring in 2 disenchants. Or something like that. I don't think we're going to be going after their creatures very much either. This has no mana, so we gotta ship it. I think we can keep this. What do we want to put back? I think we want to put the Reanimate back. Because if we hit another black source, I wouldn't hate Seasoned Dungeoneer before Passageway Seer. But I guess if I have to chuck Passageway Seer to the Unmask, so be it. I would like something else to chuck to the Unmask, though. This also dies very hard to multiple counter spells. But I guess we're going to see. I said another black card that I don't mind pitching to Unmask would be nice. I'd like to hold on to this passage. Okay, Ancient. Does Ancient Tomb change things? Not really, no. Because this is still 4 mana? Alright, yeah. Passageway Seer is going away, unfortunately. Ugh, multiple Force of Will sucks. What do we care about here? Let's take that. Play this. We're gonna have to try to find another fucking card. Well, the double Force of Will sucks. However, if we hit another initiative threat... Okay, Ponders. So now, if we try to slam this initiative threat, maybe they just let it resolve because they think Swordsing it'll be good enough. Unfortunately, this Lotus Petal is our only white source, so if we draw another Seasoned Dungeoneer, it kind of fucks us, but... Chooses not to shuffle. It's playing. Does this change things? This gives us an extra 2 mana? We're gonna see if this works. See if they force this. What the? God damn it. Target opponent reveals. Cast. Choose opponent. Choose mana. If you have another blue card for this other Force of Will, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, so we are definitive. Well, fuck. They have Uro, so they can still just fucking counter it. But it does get rid of Uro. So, I mean, I guess we're going to see what happens here and hope for the best. See if they're willing to lose their Uro permanently over this. They are. Alright. Uro's gone. So now they can surgical one of our initiative threats. I'm assuming this is when they're going surgical. No, they're not going surgical yet. Okay. Alright, there's a brainstorm. Unfortunately, I don't think we're in a very good spot now. Them having just so many counter spells fucked us. But I guess we're gonna see. Now we're just giving them all the time in the world to rebuild. The problem running up against decks that have fucking 8 force effects. The fact that they're not shuffling is kind of scary too. Okay, Containment Priest is fine. We're not trying to reanimate anyways. Go ahead, get in for your 2. However, this does mean that they're able to trade back and forth with the initiative. Unless we hit that. Okay, this is gonna suck. But we're hoping that we can grab this Swords to Plowshare so that our Passageway Seer resolves and stays on the battlefield so that we can profitably block this Containment Priest. Okay, Collective Brutality is fine. There's only 3 of those. So Brutality is totally fine. Do not have multiple swords. Are you shitting me? You've got to be shitting me. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Alright, I mean, we're just gonna run it back and just hope that they don't have a fucking God Hand again. 3 fucking Swords to Plowshares. Three. Fucking 3. That is the universe telling you you are not winning this game. Holy fuck. Yeah, what the song is saying right now. I hate everything about you. This is unkeepable. We gotta mulligan this. They mulled a 6. We can keep this. Chuck an Entomb for now? We just need a land or another mana source, I guess, technically. And then we just hope that we can, like, overwhelm our opponent. I have a feeling they have Wastelands. I feel like this is a loam deck, so it's going to be super, super risky trying to get a dual land, but we're also probably just going to get to the point where we're just going to start fucking slamming shit and hoping for the best. Since we've got 3 fucking cards, I think we're going to start with Season Dungeoneer if we can hit another land and then go from there so they don't just surgical away 2 fucking cards at once. Okay, that's a mana source. Since we have the white mana that way, we're going to grab a basic. I'm sure the first one gets forced. I'd be incredibly surprised if it doesn't. If this resolves, it guarantees we have mana for Passageways here. This is a little risky. If... Okay, there's Forcible Pitching a Ponder. Alright, so we need to hit a land regardless. It's a little risky if we were to draw another Season Dungeoneer, but Just need mana off the top. Come on. More mana. That's all we need. Chooses to shuffle. That's a good sign. Mana. That is the exact opposite of mana. That's not good. Okay. Every turn we stumble greatly diminishes our chances of winning here. Unfortunately. Plays an Uro. So they're setting up to try to get an Uro down. Hopefully they're stumbling on mana too. Because they're a fetch land away from being able to stick Uro. Mystic Sanctuary, what? To put back Ponder. Okay, so that does put them a little bit further away from Uro, which is good. Alright, come on, mana. I need mana right fucking now. Okay, that's mana. It's painful mana, but it's fucking mana. Alright, initiative is officially online. Now we gotta kill him before they can get this fucking Uro back. Luckily, every turn they have to spend killing, like, dealing with my Passageway Seer is a turn closer to being able to fucking... Alright. I think we're gonna Lost Well. Well, I don't know. Maybe we need to trap. Alright, so this gets Uro back, which is unfortunate. So I do think we need to... Yeah, we're gonna have to forge up this Passageway Seer. Because I have a feeling this is an Uro coming back right now. We are also only 2 mana away from being able to Archon of Cruelty. I wouldn't hate a discard spell. Alright, we... The problem is if we forge up, he'll just block. If we forge, we can leave it back, but it's probably going to get Swords to Plowshared. I think we have to Lost Well. I don't like it, but we have to. Okay, Unmask isn't terrible. Do we want to just discard them this turn? This Archon probably isn't going to do anything. I think we do want to just discard them. This Archon likely isn't doing anything. And we can 100% race this fucking Uro. The card draw is a problem, but we can race it. Okay, they picked... Okay, Seasoned Engineer's offline, but we have another Passageway Seer, so... Because if they want to get the initiative, like, we can trade back and forth, no problem. We're going to win that race. We take Swords. Play Passageway Seer. Alright, do I want to goad it? So, like, goading it means that it can't stay back on defense. But if it stays back on defense, then we just get a free initiative anyways. So let's grab the mana. We might need it. I'm not going to swing into this Uro. So depending on what they do here, they might be able to draw 2. If they're willing to crash in with Uro. Alright, they want the initiative. Okay. There's Volk. We're gonna let them take it back. We know one of the card... Well, we know what 2 of their cards in hand are gonna be. And like I said, we can race the Uro. Assuming that they don't hit a bunch of whatchamacallits. What? Like, our biggest problem is if they hit, like, Terminus or tons of... Okay, that's fine. They're just cycling a fucking dress down. Or are they gonna play the other Uro so that they have a blocker? We are doing a ton of damage to ourselves here, but we need to do this. So that they don't get to keep the blocker? Oh, they just have 2 dress downs. Okay. Okay, I suppose that's a fucking thing. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's annoying as fuck. 2 dress downs is a fucking thing. So what? This means we have to attack because we have to get the initiative back. We get a free blocker out of it. Yeah, we just gotta go in. Because we need to get the initiative back. We do get a free blocker out of this, which is nice. Assuming they don't have... Assuming they don't have a removal spell, we do get a free blocker. Granted, who knows? We've only seen 1 Swords to Plowshare so far, so... Oh my god. Okay. You want to just downtick on your Uro? Come on, downtick on the Uro. I dare ya. Nope. Gonna... Okay. Jesus Christ, that was a hell of a top deck. So we have to block the Uro. They're gonna get initiative back. We're gonna... Hopefully they don't have anything else going on. Snap block the Uro. They're gonna get the initiative back. We're hoping they don't have a removal spell or another creature to deploy here. So then we can swing in, kill Minskimbu. Well, no, we actually have to get the initiative back. Fuck. Oh, God. I think that does it. I think we're dead here. Agadeem's Awakening. Only got 1 creature in the graveyard. Because the problem is, this is painful, and if they have a counter, we just die. 1, 2, 3. We're probably just dead here anyways, unless we hit an Archon. Oh my god, opponents. Rude. Oh, that was fucking rude. Alright. Opponent just had it all, it's fine. Fucking rude. Well, at least our deck isn't giving us, like, absolute total shit this week, or today, so... Even with that disappointing loss, at least it's not like we're just getting completely blown out like Tuesday. So... I will accept it. We're finally losing a die roll. G. Fernandez. Apparently, the MTG bot isn't fucking working today either. What the hell's going on? Weird. None of the plugins are working today. Good to know. What do we have here? Well, we can grief, exhume grief, and double thought seize them. Or we can hope that we draw something better, be able to discard collective brutality, and then go to town. So what? I think we're gonna keep this. It's a little risky. This is better against a control hand than... Oh god. Our opponent's on something stompy. What stompy are we on, opponent? They're on initiative. God damn it. Okay. So this is going to be a turn one something stupid. We'll see what our draw is, but we might go ahead and scoop this up. And Twitch is shitting the bed again. Good to know. Alright, so depending on what we draw here, we might just scoop it up and go to game 2. Nope, I am not working right now. Alright, so this actually isn't terrible. Unfortunately, they're going to get to forge up. But an Archon of Cruelty should probably do some damage. Let's put... Let's put a Collective Brutality under it. The problem is we really actually... Fuck. Okay. So I think we have to fucking... Ugh. Because we need this mana up. Okay, actually, you know what? This works. We are going to unmask ourselves. Unmask ourselves. Excuse me. Let's exile Collective Brutality. Discard Archon. They're going to get another turn with this. But then we're going to start going to town, and they're only going to be able to play, like, one creature a turn. And this also equals a one-sided exhume. And I still have the possibility to hit a land here, too. Okay. So this... They are going to get to Lost Well here, but assuming... As long as they don't hit another Touch of the Spirit Realm, we should be golden. Or they don't just, like, randomly have a Touch of the Spirit Realm. Alright, they bottom 2, so they're drawing blind. That's good for us. It really surprises me that initiative is not really on the metagame page for Goldfish, considering how often you see it. Because even the mono red prison is like actually red prison. It's not initiative shit. Alright, so they got another Seasoned Engineer, which, I mean, I guess that's fine. Solitude is the only thing they have that can actually kill us or deal with this Arcana Cruelty. Yeah, considering how often I run into this deck, it doesn't actually have a page on the metagame page. Weird. Alright. So we're gonna make some mana. Like I said, I think Solitude is about the only thing that screws us over here. Okay, we're gonna attack first. Alright. Sacked Seasoned Engineer, sacked Fable the Mirror Breaker. We drew another Grief. Alright, we get a land. Play this. We're going to go ahead and just cast Grief. I know it's for 0 value right now, but I just want another body on the battlefield so that we can still contest the initiative, even if they happen to top deck a Solitude, which it looks like they didn't. I apologize, Twitch viewers. Apparently Twitch is being a fucking pain in the ass today. Alright, so... do we want to... I think we just want disenchants. I don't think we want to bring in our initiative plan, because they're just going to be better at it. I'll get rid of a couple of unmarked graves. I really wish that initiative had its own metagame page so it could actually like quickly find deck lists. And just scroll down the recent events until I find a fucking red-white deck. Here we go. Red-white initiative. So what do they bring in? They bring in Containment Priest, Rest in Peace, and Swords to Plowshares? Maybe there's something to be said about bringing in my own. Do I want to try to transition or no? Oh boy. Pup is not going to be happy about that. We can always just animate dead their shit. So I guess maybe let's drop an Exhume because it's our worst reanimation spell in this matchup. That is some fucking loud-ass thunder. I am sure Nahiri is cowering somewhere. She absolutely fucking hates thunder. We gotta mulligan that. So this is a reanimation spell away from being really good. So I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this. Okay. This is not a typical list. Got it. What, and they just got the fucking nuts or some shit? Our opponents have been having some absolutely fucking ridiculous hands lately. Into a cave? Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know if there's anything we can do here. Our best bet is like a reanimate or an animate dead and rip an initiative creature out of their hand into an entomb. Yeah, no. We're done here. That was a quick one. Opponent just had the nuts. So since they have Layla, I mean, I guess we have the disenchant. So I think we just keep it. I still don't think against initiative we want to board our initiative creatures in. As much as it would be nice to be able to, like, transition game plans, they're just going to play that better. So I still think we're going to stick with game plan number one. If they have a ley line, we want to disenchant. Which we do, but we have nothing else going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We're 2 mana away from a Gristlebrand, but it's like 3 turns later. I think we need to mulligan this. They mulled a 6. I think we keep this. What? We chuck an Exhume. We grief them, reanimate whatever their threat is. Or do we hold... do we keep the disenchant is the question. We don't have black mana. Exhume is a double-edged sword, though. I think we do chuck an Exhume. I'm assuming they're mulliganing for a ley line. If I had to guess. So our hope is that we can grief away one of their creatures, reanimate it, and ride it to the win. It's really, really fucking bad if they also have, like, the mana to be able to touch the Spirit Realm to blink it and get it back. Wow, they literally don't have shit. Um, I guess they're going for the lock plan? Feels really, really fucking bad that we're reanimating a fucking spirit guide. Like, this feels awful. So they drew a planes. We have the disenchant, unless they decide to go ahead and try to... I mean, if they draw an initiative creature, they have the initiative. It sucks, but it is what it is. Holy shit. Chalice on 1? Okay, that's fine. A Chalice on 2 is mildly annoying. Problem is this clock is just so goddamn slow. We are giving them just fucking infinite time to figure it out. Trying to think of what, like, the best, like, if they play a Chalice on 2, what Chalice do we want to get rid of? Probably just kill the Chalice on 2 if they play. There's Lotus Petal. Just play a Chalice on 2 opponent. I'm playing initiative creature. Archon of Emeria. That is annoying. Into a reanimate that we can't do anything with yet. Well, Archon's annoying, but we might... We need another... Problem is we need so many pieces to get through this. Like, we need another disenchant. We need another white source. I feel like we're honestly better just taking out the Chalice of the Void on 1 and hope... Well, fuck. With the Archon there, we actually can't even fucking ritual ourselves into an Archon anyways. Ugh. This card alone is why I fucking hate the initiative deck. Like, it's not even the initiative cards. It's fucking Archon of Emeria. Like, that is the card that makes me hate this fucking deck. Alright, staying back on defense, which is actually kind of good for us. Mox. Really don't know how we get out of this, because now we're giving our opponent infinite time to be able to find an initiative creature. Which it looks like that's what's going on here. Yeah, I think we lost this one, unfortunately. Them having a shit opener fucked us. Like, we kept it purely thinking we'd be able to get initiative on turn 1 from discarding them, and they had the worst possible fucking creature for us to go after. So, maybe I shouldn't have reanimated it, but I also haven't drawn another discard spell. Exhume. I guess we cast this. I don't think it matters. We'll see, because it's going to take us 2 fucking turns before we can do anything. Like, that's the problem, is even if we get a way to get Archon in the graveyard, we still have to wait. Yeah, no, we're just dead. We're dead. We don't have 2 turns. Fucking Archon. Gristlebrand wouldn't have mattered anyways. Ugh. For once, our opponent having a shitty hand fucked us over instead of them. Like, the fact that the only target they had was that stupid fucking monkey completely fucked us over. Alright, well, we'll just win the next 2. It's fine. Both of these were just disappointing because it was like, one game our opponent had a fucking god hand, another game we'd lost because our opponent kept a shit opener. Like, it was great if they knew what we were trying to do, but like, a normal initiative hand, I don't think they would have kept that, honestly. Like, having played initiative a bit, I don't think that's a hand you normally keep, but maybe I'm wrong. Twitch is being such a fucking pain in the ass today. Goddamn. How many times has it restarted now? Like 3 or 4? Like, the thing is the funny part is this is 100% Twitch. Like, because all of my internet shit is going just fine. For once, I can't blame Cox. It's Twitch just being fucking dumb as shit, apparently. So, all you YouTube folks, you're gonna get to see this just fine, but I apologize to anyone trying to watch this live right now. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I also don't know what's going on with all the plugins either. None of them are working today. MTGBot isn't. The Record Keeper isn't. I don't know. Maybe I should also just be like mulliganing more aggressively with this deck, but I don't know. Alright, we found an opponent, so that helps. Anti-rush. We won the die roll. I mean, this is a turn 1 with collective brutality. They kept 7. Two modes? Like a Gristledad? See what they got. Force of Will, Ponder, Snapcat. Okay. Taking Force of Will. Get G-Daddy back. And they scoop it up. Alright, so we're looking at Esper Control. This is like the epitome of the Juke 'em out sideboard. Everything is coming in. All of our reanimation is going bye-bye. Like, everything that is actively trying to get shit into the graveyard, I think we're good with getting rid of. They have creatures, so probably get rid of Exhumes. Or something like that. Unfortunately, being fucking splash white, it means they have exile-based removal, which sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, we can try to grief reanimate their creature. I'm going to keep this. I think their reanimation targets are kind of shitty, though. Okay, thought saves me. Have fun. See the Juke opponent, it's fine. I wonder if they take the land. They might just take the grief, though. They take the reanimate, okay. That's an ancient tomb. I think we're gonna run this shit out for now. Because next turn we can Ancient Tomb, Grief, pitching Agadeem's Awakening. Try to clear the way for the Seasoned Dungeoneer. Hope for the best. They don't have a ton of creatures, so... See what they got going on over there. How many forces do you have, opponent? Oh, I'm actually totally okay with them bouncing, so we're gonna take the Force of Will. Like, if they want to bounce our initiative creature, I'm A-O-fucking-K with that. Because then we can just play it again. Alright. Initiative plan is on. Like, they want to bounce it, I'm fine with that. Because if they want to bounce it and then, in theory, I guess counter it on the way... Nope, they scoop it up. They don't even want to play this game. Okay. Well, that was a quick one. Our opponent's just like, lol. Opponent was not expecting the juke. We did it. We officially juked him out. We did it. We did it, chat. We juked him. We officially juked him. They were not anticipating the initiative sideboard plan. So I don't know if I ever told you all the story about my first time seeing this band, which this was always on my like high school I need to watch these bands live list, because this was like one of my defining bands as a fucking teenager. My wife got me tickets to see them in this like tiny little hole in the wall bar venue in Des Moines, Iowa. And like literally the room is, you walk in, there's like booths over to the right side, like three of them. There's two standing tables that go the length of the quote unquote dance floor, and there's a bar lining the left side, and you've got maybe 50 feet from the back wall to the stage. Fucking tiny ass little hole in the wall venue. So she gets me tickets to this. We go. It's them. Fuck, what was it? Autumn something. Some band I'd never heard of before, but they were actually really fucking good. This actually isn't terrible. I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this. It's a little slow, but we'll keep it. Because of the fact it's got the collective brutality. We're up against another motherfucking blue deck. Goddamn. Okay. That is a Gristledad. But yeah, so we go to this fucking venue. Turns out it's this like rock girls beauty pageant thing that they just happen to get a couple of bands to play for. So we've got this like model search beauty pageant going on between the bands playing, and it's this tiny fucking hole in the wall place. And we end up fucking meeting every single band afterward because it was such a small venue. It was fucking fantastic. Alright, so the question becomes is, do we get... We probably do, right? I don't need the white mana game one. Unfortunately, we only get to chuck one creature. But we're going to have two reanimates to try to do shit next turn. Or do I save it for next turn to... Yeah, I think we just save it for next turn. I probably pop those fetches early, now that I think about it. But it's fine, whatever. They now know we're on mono black something. Wow, main deck rest in peace. Jesus fucking Christ. Someone was hurt by Reanimator decks. Somebody was very much hurt by Reanimator decks. I'm assuming they probably don't have creatures. Leave some number of, like, entomb / reanimate shit just in case we can, like, cheese them out game 1. Goddamn. No, we're 61 card special in this shit. Our opponent was very clearly hurt by Reanimator decks. Either that or it's a Replenish deck. But it's also very obvious we're on Reanimator now. So hopefully juking into the transformative sideboard will do things here. I think we're going to keep this. A white or a black card to be able to pitch to this Grief next turn would be nice. But we do kind of want to hold on to this Chrome Mox also. They're white, so they could have Prismatic Ending. I think I do want to wait here. I could have tried to force a Grief that turn. I'd still like to cast the Grief for free to be able to see what's going on over there. See what they got going on over there before I try to slam the Seasoned Dungeoneer. If they're an enchantment-based deck, I have a feeling it means they don't have a ton of creatures? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Humility, double spell pierce, Lavinius, and a Swords to Plowshares. So we can kill the humility. So I think we take that. Let's go grab our other white source. Hope they don't spin into a fucking counterspell. Because they very well could try to brainstorm here. We have an answer for humility. Alright, they're gonna brainstorm, try to find an answer somehow. What is up with all of the goddamn blue-white decks lately? Like, I don't know why we're running into so fucking many of them. Well, it resolves, so that's a thing. However, if they have a removal spell into Lavinia, we have a problem. Because like I said, we have, well, I mean, as long as they tap out for humility, we have an answer. Assuming they don't hit another fucking Force of Will or something. Alright, there's Lavinia. So the question becomes is, do we want to start throwing back and forth with the initiative? Do I want to kill them as fast as possible, or do I want to start setting up my draws? I think we need to just fucking go to town. They didn't have removal that turn, so... Another Lotus Petal, which we now can't cast. Seasoned Dungeoneer. No, we will keep that. We will gladly keep that. So if they want to slam a humility here, I'm actually pretty okay with it. As long as they don't have a force of will to back it up. We see that they have multiple spell pierces, or they did. Is this humility? Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay. Are they just gonna bounce the Season Dungeon here? Yes. Okay. Does this mean that they have Force of Will? No, they do not. Okay. On a trap. Was interesting to say the least. An active Jace the Mind Sculptor is a problem. Okay. They're just gonna bounce it, so that's not a brainstorm. They're gonna get the initiative back. So if they humility here, we want to get down the Lotus Petal before we kill the humility. Forge up. There's humility. Okay. So they do have Spell Pierce mana. We have a grief. Actually, can we do both things at once? Well, no, because humility's still gonna fuck the grief up. Okay. So we want to slam that. Humility's gone. Snow Covered Plains is gone. It's just a matter of, do I want to slam this Chrome Mox? Because I have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't do both things anyway. So I don't think this Chrome Mox really does anything here. Okay, so they let that go. Like, it sucks we're doing so much fucking damage to ourselves, but... Play land. Can't do anything yet anyway, so we'll pass the turn. Are they gonna bounce the Season Dungeoneer? Oh, shit. Okay, good, they're not. They didn't see the line. Oh, we were fucking dead if they bounced it. Like, we actually were legitimately fucking dead if they bounced it. Caracas, that's fine. If they have an answer for the Season Dungeoneer, we're just dead, unfortunately. As long as we can block this Azorius Lavinia, we're fine. Okay, so they're not doing it yet. Okay, we will fucking snap block this bitch. Let's go. Because this allows us to Throne of the Dead 3, which hopefully means we're getting something crazy onto the battlefield. Alright, so did we take out all of our Archons? Yes, we did. So our best hit here is going to be Sire of Insanity. Rest in peace? That's annoying, but not the end of the world. There have been worse things to happen. So Sire of Insanity is our best hit here. Seasoned Dungeonaire. Okay, well that restarts everything at least. Gets us another land out of the deck. And we are gonna fetch. In the deck. Like I said, Sire of Insanity here would be insane. That is not a Sire of Insanity. Okay. So what can we do here? We have enough mana to do everything, so I think we're just going to do everything. Actually, undo. I don't need that. I don't need to hurt myself this turn. I take that back. We're going to Spell Pierce it? Does that change my math at all? 2 mana ends up being mana neutral. I still have enough mana to do everything. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll pay for it. Well, no, they got another one, so I guess... I mean, we're only doing one thing this turn anyway, so if they want to blow their other Spell Pierce, I guess that's fine. They do not blow their other spell. Okay. We are going to grief you. Shark Typhoon, Seal of Cleansing. Well, we take Shark Typhoon. That's not a question. We're gonna hope that our initiative plan can get us there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and forge up just so that we're spreading this around. Let's do that. We're gonna forge it up. Yes, yes, Alexander. We are hard casting initiative creatures in a Reanimator deck. We're giving this thing one more shot. Just cycling a Shark Typhoon? Okay, cycling the Shark Typhoon, trying to find an answer. Got it. How you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Opponent is brainstorming, trying to find an answer. Doing good? Or doing okay? That's good. That's good. We are battling for the 3-2 right now. We kind of got wrecked by a main deck rest in peace in game 1 here, so we are battling for game 2. However, they now know the jig is up for initiative creatures, so they're probably going to bring in all of their removal for game 3. I'm assuming they took a bunch of it out. But they do still have Swords of Plowshare, so... Yeah, no. Okay, cool. We got there on game 2. So... I think we're going to bring our Archons back in. What do we want to do? We saw Lavinia, which is kind of terrifying. I think we're just going to take out Exhumes, honestly. Like, the Archons are mostly... Yeah, so I'm trying out Disenchant because we ran into so much, like, Leyline hate and, like, Trinispheres and shit on Tuesday. So I'm giving it a shot now. It's been good so far. It's actually come in clutch in a few games. Yeah, I think we're going to try this. Like, we have a little bit of our Reanimator shit still, but the Archons are mostly in there to try to hit off of initiative, so... Yeah, so I don't know if you saw our last matchup against Red White Initiative. We lost because their hand sucked ass. They mulliganed for a Leyline of the Void with 2 Chalices, a Lotus Petal, 2 lands, and a Simian Spirit Guide. And we lost purely because of the fact that Simian Spirit Guide was the only creature we could discard and reanimate. Like, if they had an initiative creature, we probably would have won that matchup. This hand is great if they don't have a Force of Will. So I'm a little concerned about Force of Will, but we're going to try to keep it. Okay, backup disenchant is nice. So we're just going to run shit out, and we're going to hope that the Seasoned Dungeoneer survives. We're going to throw a disenchant under it. Run all this shit out before they get a Lavinia out. Believe in the heart of the cards. Come on. No Force of Will. This beats a Force of Vigor. Oh, you motherfucker. God damn it, opponent. Alright, initiative creature off the top. That's all we need. Just initiative creature off the top. That's all. I know. I'm assuming this means they're going for a rest in peace. Thing is, his opponent, we took almost all of our reanimation shit out. Yep, rest in peace. Okay, so we're getting hit by a rest in peace this turn, which I guess is fine. So basically, we just want an initiative creature off the top, and for them to not have another blue card force is basically all we give a shit about here. I mean, worst case scenario, we can always disenchant their rest in peace, but I don't really care that much about that. Like, rest in peace are fine. Initiative creature. Creature. A grief that I can't cast because we have a white card under our Chrome Mox. Rough. Alright, come on. Okay, so they didn't have anything they could play, so that's buying us time. Initiative. That is a Passageway Seer. I swear to God, if you have another fucking counterspell, opponent. If you have fucking blue card Force of Will, I'm gonna lose my shit. Do not fucking have it. Don't. Okay, thank God. Okay, we have black mana. We have actual, factual black mana now. We did it, team. We did it. Luckily, they're down to 3 cards and they're mana screwed, so... And they're still not hitting mana, which is very good for us. Okay. So there's a part of me that wants... Oh, fuck. If they have a Swords to Plowshare, we get so blown out. I think we're going Lostwell. I think we're going for the go wide route through all of this. You know, we actually legitimately have a chance to cast this Archon of Cruelty. Like, we actually legitimately have a shot of doing it. So we're going to go ahead and just have that be our route. This would be what? 2, 3, 4, 6. We're 2 mana away. Or we can just cast our Grief so we have another creature, but... Opponent's finally finding some lands, but it seems like they're not really doing anything yet. We're gonna stash, okay. So this is what? Okay, so we can actually cast Grief this turn, or we're 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1 more black mana, and we can actually just hard cast an Archon of Cruelty? Or do we do the smart thing and we cast the Grief? I feel like the smart thing is we cast the Grief to try to not get got here. Yeah, as much as I would love to cast this Archon of Cruelty, I think we have time. And we're still holding up disenchant if they hit like a humility or something stupid. Okay, Force of Will pitching G, so we just 2-for-1 to them, which is great for us here. Which means there's also something in their hand they give a shit about, which I'm assuming means there's a removal spell. Is there a removal spell in our future? Yes. No, Enlightened Tutor. Oh. Is this a humility? Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. We have an answer for that as well. Ensnaring Bridge is fine. And they can't possibly counter this? Yes, let's hurt ourselves. It's fine. Even if they have a daze, it doesn't matter. I think we got this. I'd be very surprised if they have a way out of this from here. Okay. I guess technically we still are 1 away. Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still 1 mana short. God damn it. Alright, so they need a board wipe and for us to just absolutely fucking whiff on this Throne of the Dead 3. Like, they need to miracle a Terminus off the top or something stupid. Hey! We got there. We fucking did it. We got the 3-2. Alright. I am going to grab a quick break here, grab another drink, fill up on some shit. I will be right back, y'all. Hang on one moment and we will run another league. Alright, we are back. Forcing, please? What does that mean, Alexander? I don't know what that means. Alright, let's see if we can at least do that again. Alright, let's see. Come on, we gotta do better than 3 wins, right? Oh, I didn't know what that was. I will 7 TV add-on. I'll have to look into that. So this does things, right? Pitchfork, New York. They're on the play, so I guess what they do, we can determine what we're gonna do here. But we've got a discard spell on ourselves into either Gristlebrand or Sire of Insanity into Animate Dead. I think we're gonna keep this. It's super risky and it just dies hard as fuck to a Force of Will, but we'll see. I see Dancing Guy, but you probably don't since you. Oh, okay. Are those just like plugins for Twitch then, or I don't know? I'm very clearly still a Twitch noob. Holy fuck, that went down the wrong pipe. Okay, I'll have to look into it then. Oh, fuck. Like, don't get me wrong. That was the wrong pipe for sure. But I'm a fucking whiskey drinker, and this shit that I got in fucking Minnesota is some rough shit. Holy fuck. Like, it tastes good, but it is... Ooh, it's got a bite. Ooh. Alright, opponent is taking forever to decide what they want to do on their turn 1. Yeah, I gotta fuck around with the plugins. There was one that I was gonna do that's like stream avatars. So everyone who's here, they can have like little avatars bouncing around down to the bottom. But we'll see. That's alright. I repeat myself all the fucking time too. It's just part of going insane, you know? It is what it is. We're all a little kooky here. It's fine. Our opponent is very much taking their time figuring out what the fuck they want to do. So the cool part is if we draw another black card, we actually can, like, grief them and ourselves to make this all work. Okay, opponent took 2 minutes to decide that they wanted to fetch for some fucking reason, but okay, whatever works. Is this Doomsday? Is this... So this could be Doomsday. Well, I guess even if I draw a black card, I still can't do this. I don't know. I guess we'll find out what we do here. Like, this could be Doomsday. This could be Death Shadow. I feel like if it's Death Shadow, they would have instantly tried to go grab Shockland. It could also just be some wonky control deck. Chooses not to shuffle. If it's Doomsday, they do have 4 Force of Will main deck, which we have to be aware of. Another Animate Dead. Do I want to try to wait a turn, or do I just fucking go for it? Is what it's... Do we have enough mana to do everything? No. We put Bristlebrand under here. We go up to 3. We pitch Animate Dead to Grief, and then we have to pitch the other Animate Dead to the Unmask. We can't just hold on to this hand and go to town. Just go to hard discard for turn. Yeah, that's actually probably not a bad idea. Let's just do that. Hard discard for turn isn't terrible. Problem is it still puts us in the same position we were in, where, like... I mean, I guess we don't have to unmask ourselves. So... I think we are going to go ahead and Gristlebrand in the yard. Our opponent apparently is on the I'm going to time out game plan. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Oh my god, have you guys seen that they're doing a fucking sequel to that goddamn movie? I have such mixed opinions about this. Whether or not it's actually going to be good or not. Like, I loved the original Dodgeball, and apparently they're getting a shit ton of the original cast back. So I'm optimistic that it's gonna be good, but I also know when you like return to a movie well over a decade later, it never lives up to the original. So yeah, apparently they've already got Stiller and Vaughn, Dodgeball. Fuck, I don't know how old you are, Alexander. This was like the shit when I was in middle school, high school, one of the two. It was a fucking Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn movie that's absolutely hysterical. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. So I will admit, this does kind of suck if they have discard take our Chrome Mox. If it is in fact Doomsday. But you know, it is fucking hilarious. Like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of most of those guys. Like, oh, okay, it's Death Shadow. This is going to be interesting then. I'm not a huge fan of a. Oh, it's Stifle Knot. Okay. That does that change things? Does the fact that they have a Dreadnought on board change anything, or do we still just Gristlebrand and hope for the best? Oh, okay. The music is still too loud. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Let me know if that's any better. Yeah, no, it's the original movie is Dodgeball, an underdog story or something. I think is like the tagline for it. Fucking hilarious movie. Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn. It's okay. So I don't think this changes our plan at all. Does this change our plan? Because we don't have to spend 2 cards to unmask anymore. So what? We can brief them pitching unmask. Bristlebrand is still probably our goal here. It's fucking hilarious if you haven't seen it. I don't know how old you are. Like I said, it was like I think it was in theaters when I was in either middle school or high school. We're gonna grief, I guess. We're not gonna do anything with this unmask anyways. I probably should have played out one of these Chrome Moxes first now that I think about it, but oh well. Because now I can get dazed. Okay, they're not going to daze me, which is good. What do you have? Brainstorm, Brainstorm, Snuff Out. Well, Snuff Out doesn't hit black creatures, so that's helpful. So I guess we're hardcore in on this Gristlebrand resolving, basically. You're 24? Okay, what year did fucking Dodgeball come out? You got me curious now. Hold on. 2004. So yeah, 2004. That would have been just under 20 years ago. So yeah, you were 5. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Like normally, I'm not a fan of that like whole group of comedians. Like Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, like most of their movies I don't like, but they do have a few gems, and Dodgeball is definitely fucking one of them. It was also Steve Carell from The Office. That was like his big break of a movie. It probably does not age well at all. It was kind of making fun of the 70s even when it came out. I think we're gonna check the Sire of Insanity. So there is a part of us that is very much banking on this fucking Bristledad hitting well. Yeah, go check it out. They're making a sequel almost 20 years later. Um. Oh, okay. This actually does it, right? Like, I'm not crazy here. Chromox. We can put one of our exhumes under it. Do this, grab an Archon of Cruelty, exhume the Archon. This takes care of the Dreadnought. And we got there. Looks like a typical 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, it kind of is, but it's actually funny. I mean, granted, maybe that's looking through the lens of a millennial, but it was great at the time, for fucking sure. Alright, Passageway Seer's coming in. I don't know if I want the Seasoned Dungeoneers. I'm debating about the Disenchants. Bada bim, bada boom, and they're dead. Indeed. They didn't even let us finish killing them. They are definitely bringing in Graveyard Hate. They have creatures, so I'm a little iffy about exhumes. Like I said, I'm super iffy about... I'm definitely not bringing in Dungeon Seers or Seasoned Dungeoneers because I do not want to turn on their Snuff Out. So all of our creatures being black completely turns off Snuff Out. If you're into stupid comedy that's making fun of like the culture in the 70s and 80s, because even that, it's basically... Well, no, that's more so Anchorman that made fun of that time period. Maybe it is more so making fun of the 90s. It's like this shitty gym that's about to get bought out by some big corporation and they have to enter a dodgeball tournament to win the money they need to buy their gym back. It's fucking stupid comedy, but it's funny. It's got a lot of big name actors in it. It's also got like Justin Long, if you've ever seen him. It's stupid funny, but it's part of my childhood, so I have a soft spot for it. They're gonna bring in Graveyard Hate, so maybe we want to take out the unmarked graves, just trim some of our graveyard stuff. I don't want to get rid of our discard spells, but I feel like they're kind of a liability here. Maybe just trim 2 Entombs, not rely so heavily on the graveyard. But yeah, apparently they're coming back and doing a sequel 20 years later, so I'm cautiously optimistic about it. If we had an initiative creature, this would be great. This also is just a turn 1 grief, but if they're going to do stifle naughty things, I feel like a grief probably isn't going to be good enough. That is just all mana. I mean, I guess we're keeping this. Get rid of 1 Reanimate, get rid of... Ton of Cruelty? I don't like that we mulligan to 5 against a discard deck, but I guess we're going to see what happens. Well, we're not instantly dead, so that's a plus. A Collective Brutality off the top of... Didn't we bottom this fucking card? I swear to God we bottomed this fucking card. Speaking of bringing me back to my childhood, this Evanescence album was my middle school experience. Alright, they're shocking themselves. Okay, what the fuck do they have going on over there? I'm also mildly afraid of a Stifle. I mean, we know they have Stifle, so I guess it's actually not something that really matters that we're mildly afraid of it. So what? We can Chromox and Archon. Oh no, we probably want to keep the Archon of Cruelty. If anything, we probably want to get rid of the... I think we are going to get rid of... Well, we have multiple Archons, so maybe we are willing to get rid of the Archon. So, like, there's a world where we can go ahead and try to play Passageway Seer, reanimate it if it doesn't work. What is our opponent doing? Back when Adam Sandler was actually funny. Big Daddy. Oh, they're gonna Spell Pierce it? Oh, that. Well, we'll let you Spell Pierce that opponent. That's fine. It saves our concern of having to fucking figure out what we want to throw under it anyways. Yeah, like Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore, The Water Boy, back when Adam Sandler was actually funny. I'm still very concerned about them stifling our fetch line here. That's an animate deck. We just keep passing for now. I will admit, I'm not a huge movie buff though, but I'm a huge fan of comedies and horror movies, especially like 70s and 80s slasher movies. They're basically comedy movies as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I am very, very far behind on movies as far as being like a movie guy. Like, I don't watch anything that's new just because I never get to the. Okay, well, let's see if this resolves. Or they just gonna counter everything and hope that we like never actually play a legitimate source of mana here. Are they really countering this too? Alright, what are the chances this is trying to bait us into fetching because they have a stifle? I think we're gonna wait. So I would like to find one, but I guarantee you this is trying to bait us into fetching for a stifle so that we have 0 mana. I'm waiting either until we have another land already or they tap out. Like, we've seen they have stifles. They very well could stifle this polluted delta. Granted, we are giving them infinite time to find something else to do. So I don't like that aspect of this, but I'm not about to get got by a stifle. Okay, so here comes their stifle. So now the question becomes is do they have another stifle? Because I do feel like we're going to have to do something here. Okay, so we have a land. Is there anything we can actually fucking do here is the problem. Yeah, that... Shit, I did not mean to do that. Well, they used the stifle, so we're going to see if they have another one. Do they really have a stifle here? If they have another stifle, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Yeah, this is another stifle. Yep, this is exactly why. Okay, so basically we need to hope that we hit... We need some way to get an Archon into the graveyard and then reanimate it without them having any addition... Oh, wait, we can't even do that because they're going to fucking wasteland our land. God damn it. Because they can just wasteland this fucking Agadeem. So I think we're just fucked on this one. I think we're going to the next game. We need them to royally punt here. Nope. Okay. They saw the line. We'll see what our next land is, and then or our next draw, and then we'll. Yeah, it wasn't gonna matter. Okay. Because we needed a way to get this Archon into the graveyard, so yeah, that is 100% why I was holding up that fetch, is because I knew. So far for this league, we're 1-0. For this match, we are 1-1. The first league we did was 3-2. Unfortunately, our record keeper, like the MTGO bot record thing, is not working for some reason. So let's see. See if that's gonna do anything. Yeah, MTG bot's down right now. I don't know what's going on with it. Like I said, also our like record tracker thing is not working. But yeah, right now we're 1-0 in the league. This is match number 2. Alright, just give us a crazy ass fucking hand. Come on, deck. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do want the disenchants in the deck now that I think about it. Worst case scenario, we go up to 63. If they're not sideboarding a different... Okay, what can we actually take out? Maybe trim a Animate Dead. Like, I don't want to... Okay. Apparently we're not going to get to do anything. That's fine. If we had mana, this would be good. But we don't really have much in the way of mana, so I think we gotta mulligan this. Okay. I think this is keepable. So what do we put back here? We probably put back the Unmask? Or no, do we put back the Collective Brutality? And hope that we draw a black card. Because if we draw a black card, we have a turn 2 Passageway Seer with an Unmask. So I think we do that. I want to keep my colored mana, so the hope is that they don't have a Wasteland and that this Ancient Tomb survives. But I'd rather the Ancient Tomb get Wastelanded than the Scrubland. Because we need our fucking mana. Bad. Like I said, a black card to pitch this on Matt. Really? Really, opponent? Really? Literally what I said I didn't want you to have. Okay, that's a black card to pitch to Animate Dead. Do not have another fucking Wasteland. I swear to God. Okay, that's not a Wasteland. They're gonna ponder or are they gonna discard? Discard. Well, if they take Passageway Seer, we can just Animate Dead it back. I feel like the pick here is take Dark Ritual, honestly. Like, I think taking Dark Ritual is the correct answer for our opponent. Takes the Unmask. Oh. I suppose that's a thing. Well, I guess we're going to try the Passageways here. If it doesn't work, we try to Animate Dead it. So if they counter this, we try to Animate Dead it. Oh, no, it resolves. Okay. This doesn't die to... I mean, I guess it's... Do they play Fatal Push? I don't know. I guess we're going to see what happens here. Again, this is another situation where I feel like I'm supposed to go down the Lost Well option instead of the Forge. Because they are actively trying to hurt themselves here. They are a Death Shadow deck after all. Or I think they are. The fact that they have Shocklands makes me think they're a Death Shadow deck. Exactly, like, trying to suicide them if they actually are on Shadow is kind of risky. What is this? Oh, Sudden Edict? Okay. I guess that kind of makes up our mind then. Like, we're just gonna go ahead and Lost Well. We're gonna hope this Animate Dead gets us there. We're gonna Lost Well. I guess we're gonna go for the Go Wide route. So Chromox is 100% going to the bottom. Do I want the Agadeem's Awakening just so I have another land? I think no. I think we're gonna put both of them to the bottom. Okay, Reanimate's good. I like Reanimate. We're gonna try this first. Do the one that doesn't hurt us. Okay. So far resolving. Okay. Get a stash so that we have mana, so that we have the disenchant. I mean, luckily, this thing's ability kind of undoes the animate dead a little bit, but... And the nice part is unless they specifically have Fatal... Well, I guess Sudden Edict does still get rid of it, but we have a Reanimate also, so we can theoretically get it back. A lot of the removal doesn't actually work against Passageway Seer, which is nice. If they have Dreadnought, Stifle, and a Force, we're kind of in. Okay, that Shadow's fine. It doesn't have Trample. We're good. We can sit back for a second. Because we're going to have another blocker, which is totally fine. Depending on what we draw, we'll determine what we do. Another disenchant. So I think we're just going to sit back. We can block the Death Shadow, which is fine. The little Passageway Seer gets a little bit bigger. It does. I do like the synergy between reanimating and initiative creatures. Like, oh, you killed my initiative creature? Okay, I'm going to get it back and I'm going to progress further into the Undercity. Target player sacks a creature. What do I want to sack? What, we sack the skeleton, block with Passageway Seer, reanimate it? Okay. Two blue. Dress down. Okay. That's fine. I will gladly block with my Passageway Seer. That is totally fucking fine by me. Okay. I can get it back anyways. Actually, hold on. Before we go to damage, let's have some fun. We're getting some life back. Oh. Okay. Force pitching days. Do I want to drop him to 0 cards and get... Yeah, he's got 0 cards, so it's worth it, right? Like, this is totally fucking worth it, right? This is worth it. Fuck it. Gain some extra life back. Drop this to a 5/5. And now we know he's fully out of cards, so we can reanimate that. And start the dungeon all the fuck over again. Alright, what do we get? Come on, let's hit an Archon. Give me an Archon, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna be so fucking mad if this whiffs. So, I guess maybe it's not worth it, but... I don't know. Okay. Hey, there we go. There's Archon. We're good. It was all worth it in the end. I don't know. That was probably kind of greedy, but... I figured it bought us some time. Oh, wait, shit. That was the first match? Fuck. Okay, never mind. We're 1-0. I did not realize that was the first match. I thought we had already played one. Alright, we got there versus Death Shadow. See, it all worked out in the end. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, have a good night, Alexander. Thanks for stopping by, and hello from, fuck, I feel bad. Danish, that's the Netherlands, right? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But thank you for stopping by. 1 a.m. is late. I haven't been up till 1 a.m. since my day's working overnight, so I feel your pain. Get a good night's sleep. I'll catch you next time. Alright, won the die roll. Danish is a national. Yeah, I was trying to say, like, what country is Danish from? If we had mana, this would be great, but we don't, so we gotta ship this. Denmark. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with geography. If you haven't figured that out yet from watching the stream, I apologize. I guess we keep this. Put back Sire. Put back Grizzledad. Hold on, undo. What do we want to put back? Do we want Sire or do we want Grizzledad? Because we can get a turn 1 either of them, assuming they don't have counter magic. They began with 7, so I'm a little concerned. Actually, since I have to put 2 back anyways, I don't think this does it. Because what? I can Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Unmasked Pitching. Okay, I don't have the mana for it anyways, so that's a little annoying. Denmark is a fairly small country north of Germany and to the south. Okay. Yeah, like, I kind of know where Denmark is in general. I feel bad. I'm a stupid American. Like, associating specific nationalities with countries when they don't match up right. Like, I know Dutch is German. And like Scandinavian is up on the north coast there. But I think we put back. Let's actually put back both of the creatures for now. Play out a Lotus Petal. And hope that we can do something next turn with a mana source. But either way, have a good night, Alexander. Thank you for stopping by. I will catch y'all next time. Oh god, our opponent is on something else broken too. Is this 8 cast? Is this 8 cast? Yes, it is 8 cast. Okay. Turn 1 Emery. That's annoying. Oh, it's Blue Painter. Okay. It's a country Bernie Sanders mentioned a couple of times. Okay. Alright, land and our opponent not to have shit. Okay, or we just do this and we hope for the best. Please don't have a force of will. If you have a force of will, I cry. Later. Please don't have a force of will. For the love of God, please don't have a fucking force of will. Archon Cruelty? Animate Archon? No force of will? No force? No force? Hey! Thank God we forechecked them. We now have nothing on the back. Oh, hey, we have a land. I guess we don't just have nothing. Do we unmask them to make sure that they don't have anything that matters here? I think we do. Like, it feels weird doing this, but let's just, like, double check to make sure they don't randomly have, like, Aether Spellbomb or some dumb shit like that. Haywire Might, do we care about that? Odawara is annoying as fuck, and they can cast it next turn? Fuck. Okay, we take the Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, they actually can cast this Odawara next turn, so I'm a little concerned about that. Is this what? It's 4 mana? Womp. Okay. Okay. Luckily, they're back to not really doing much of anything either. Ugh, we have no creatures in graveyard? That sucks. We just get them back in Emery at this point, which wouldn't really do much of anything. Okay, so they can Haywire my, and I guess they're on the 1/1 beatdown plan. Okay, I mean, that's an Entomb. They've only got one card, so I'm going to do this now so they can't force a will it. Let's throw a Grizzledad in the graveyard this time. And we're basically just hoping that we hit a land and they don't have a force of will plus blue card. And that a Grizzledad can get us there. That is a grindstone. That is mildly terrifying. Alright, come on. Mana source off the top. Any mana source. Any at all. Mana. That is not mana. What are the chance? Well, no. If they had... No. They would have played it by now if they had it. If they had the Painter Servant, they would have played it. It's better to hold on to the Unmask so that we can try to force through our Reanimation spell. Because now we can unmask them if we hit a mana source and be able to exhume. That is a mana source. Make sure this resolves. Are they going to Metallic Rebuke it? Yes. Okay. Yes, I would like to pay 3 life. Unfortunately, they are getting a creature back. And we're going to go to 2. Like, this part sucks ass, but... What'd they hit? Oh, they hit multiple Painter Servants? Ew. I mean, we're dead no matter what we do, so we're going to draw 7. Does any of this matter? Can we get anything back? So what? We can Grief grab their last card. It's not a land, since they didn't play it. However, if they draw a land, we just die anyways. I feel like that's probably worth it. What do we get rid of? I guess we're going to get rid of... Let's get rid of Unmask. Get rid of Agadeem's Awakening. Hardcast this and just pray to God they don't hit a land. Oh my god. Really? They were fucking sandbagging the land? Ugh. Maybe they don't realize they have lethal here. We can always hope that they... So this is specifically... No, they see they have lethal. Yeah. God damn it. We are not letting you see our deck opponent. Oh, it won't even let me do it. Okay, we're going to concede. Oh my god. Okay. So, I feel like this is a good matchup to sideboard everything in on. So we're going to. We can probably get rid of all of this. Get rid of Unmarked Grave. They have creatures, so Exhume is kind of a liability. Trim more of our reanimation stuff. And go like that. Ugh. They were sandbagging the fucking land. They were so lucky that fucking Emery milled the way that it did. I have an Entomb and a Disenchant. This has enough mana to pretty much cast any threat that we draw. So I think we're going to keep it. It's a little awkward, but I think we're going to go ahead and just keep it for now. Run these out in case they try to chalice us. Like, if we draw an initiative threat, we have an option. We can also Entomb, throw something in the graveyard. Chalice on 1, or is this a Painter Servant? Soul Guide, Lantern. Okay. Of everything they could do, that's fine. Oh, Animator Spellbomb? Okay, that's fine, opponent. Alright, what else can you do? Just casual turn 1 Emery. That's fine. Everything's fine. So what do we try to blow up? Like, we can try to blow up the Soul Guide Lantern. But there's nothing that really matters. Like, I feel like the Spellbomb's almost a better option here. But maybe we wait. Of course we drew the Animate Dead, because why not? So what do we care about them popping back into our hand, is the question. Like, what can do its damage now, and we're still able to recast it next? This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 mana. I think we wait. Like, I don't want to wait, but I think we're going to have to, so that whenever they bounce back to our hand, we can just replay. So we're probably going to blow up the Soul Guide Lantern. Getting back Lotus Petal. They have mana for days. We took out all the Archons. Well, probably should have left the fucking Archons in now that I think about it, but... Into a Thought Monitor. Yeah, I suppose that's... I do not like where we are at currently. Y'all know how I feel about fucking 8-cast. Oh, did I choose the wrong fucking color mana? I must have. Color fucking mana. Alright. Do they real... Opponent! Come on! That is just rude. Opponent, come on! I mean, like, we're not dead yet, but our chances of surviving from here are slim to none is the problem. Because now they have their fucking Mishra's Bauble loot bullshit going on, so, like... Our chances of actually being able to do anything from here are slim to none. Oh, and they have 2 baubles now, so it's even better. Maybe I should have kept my big reanimation targets in. I don't know. Like... The fact that they were sandbagging that land kind of makes me salty. I'm not gonna lie. Chromox does nothing here. Like... How long do y'all want to sit here and just fucking watch this bullshit? Also, why do I suddenly have... What the fuck? That was weird as shit. Was that on my fucking face all goddamn time? It was like a piece of spinach or something. I didn't even fucking eat spinach today. What the hell? But the other problem is they're going to be able to contest the initiative. So, I don't know. We'll go like 1 or 2 more draws and I might just call it. Because there's... The chances of us getting back into this are slim to none. Agadeem's Awakening. Like, we can try to force them to pop their Soul Guide Lantern. But I don't think it's worth it, is the problem. Like, that's the other problem with, like, playing against this deck, is they get this card advantage, and then they just take fucking forever to kill you, unless they happen to hit a Kappa Cannoneer. And they're going to be very careful about not putting anything we can reanimate into the graveyard. We're going to go ahead and fetch just to thin our deck. Another Animate dead. Like I said, there's something to be said about trying to force them to pop it, but I don't know. Like, these are the situations that I hate trying to get into. Like, I'm not dead. It's gonna take a while for them to kill me, but, like, the chances of me getting back... Like, they have 6 cards in hand. They have an infinite extra draw one on my turn loop going on with Emery, so they're just gonna keep refueling their hand until they have all counter spells, so... It's just kind of one of those situations where it's like, it's really worth subjecting ourselves to this, but I don't want to get yelled at for, like, a fucking early scoop or anything. Wait, how did they replay their what? How did they replay their Thought Monitor? They bounced it with Aether Spellbomb. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're not winning this one. I'm comfortable conceding here. That's fine. Like, I'm not gonna sit here for another, like, 6 turns while they kill us when we know we have, like, no way out of this. Yeah, we weren't getting out of this anytime soon anyway, so... Well, unfortunately, I do gotta bounce. I mean, so far we are, what, 4-3 with the deck? I will try to remember to film the rest of this to throw it straight on the YouTube just for, like, a shorter video. But I do have a relatively busy weekend. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to. But I'll see what I can do. But anyways, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope y'all had fun. If you like what you see, hit the follow button. Tuesdays and Thursdays about 4 p.m. Central for sure. Other random days when I happen to have time. If you miss the live streams, go ahead and check out the YouTube. All of the replays are there. I am also working on more direct-to-YouTube content. I am working on my editing skills, so it's not the garbage that I posted the first couple of times I posted direct-to-YouTube videos. So it is taking me a little while, but there is shit in the work. There is a special podcast I'm going to be doing with a fellow streamer here shortly. I'm hoping next weekend if everything lines up. I gotta double check with his schedule to see if we can do it or not. But make sure you hit that follow button and have your notifications turned on to know when that is gonna happen. And follow me on all the other socials there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. Random stuff I'm posting, random puppy pictures, dorky fucking shit that I'm doing because I'm a giant nerd. Random aquarium updates because the giant tank in the basement is finally coming along. It has water in it, so I'm hoping that I will have fish in it by the end of the year. And then the Discord is live now, so go ahead, check the link below if you want to hit the Discord. Donation decks, brews, just bullshitting, whatever. I will respond. I'm very responsive to shit in general. I have no fucking life, so it's pretty good about hopping on and actually responding to shit if y'all want to talk there. But anyways, on that note, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna kick y'all over to Legacy Council. He's playing... It actually looks like he's playing 8cast. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. I will catch you all next time. And as always, my friends, stay salty.